All right, just got back for the 247 run. Shout out to George and everybody at 247. They always take extremely good care of us, so it's always a good time catching some miles with those guys. So yeah, it was good. I ran like 6 miles before, and then I ran 4 with them. So I got my 10 miles in. You know what I'm saying? But it was good, man, and the weather was absolutely perfect. So it's really hard. It's really hard to have a bad day when it's sunny and it's pretty things out and you in the middle of Beverly Hills. It's really hard to have a bad day. But it was good, man. So yeah, so if you ever in LA, make sure you check out Represent Store, 461 North Robertson, right in the intersection of Melrose. But yeah, still early, so I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna shower up, and I have some songs I have to mix out. So get back to it, get into it. Good day, good start to the day. Always beautiful, always good to start the day with a good run. This is gonna be a great day. Call in advance, and I'm getting into it. But yeah. Yeah, so usually with songs, I always start with the chord first. I just kind of play until something feels right. I just go. But this was an idea I just came up with the other day. At first it was like way slower, but I sped up the BPM just to kind of give it a little bit more rhythm. But this was the chord idea. The same thing, with drums as well too. So I just kind of try to find that pocket, and then I play it until it feels right. But this was the drum idea I had. Hey, hey. From there, then I just start like coming up with the melody phrasing and everything like that. So at first it's just like a bunch of gibberish. Later on I go over that gibberishness, and I go over it with like actual lyrics. So I'll figure out to say what I was intuitively trying to say. So then I just go in and I just fill it in like section by section, because I don't like to, like I have to write with the music. So I'm not one of those writers where it's like I have like lyrics pinned before the song is crafted or anything like that. Like, so I just do it in my head and how it feels like in the moment, that gibberishness, and then I just fill it in with the words later. And I just do it like, I just take it section by section. But yeah, this was like, when I heard it, when I was playing this back, it was just like, she loving everything I do, and turn to something new. She wanna roam down the bar, on the bar, on the bar, she wanna so something like that. But I laid something down. I think it was here. I think this was like the chorus idea for the melody phrasing. She's loving, she loving, some know that she loving, she loving, some know that she loving, she just loving, some know that she loving, she loving, some know she love me, oh she love me. And I think I had a verse for the verse as well too. Know that I'm a man, done taking fans, done taking bands, done the dance. She know I'm the man. She know I don't wear them bands. She know I don't dance. She know where to get the dance, it's your ass, Once you have like the phrasing of it, then you can go in and fill in. You know what I'm saying? You can go in and fill in or at least for me, I go in and fill the words, and I just make sure that those elements, I feel like those are the foundational elements of any song. So your chords, your drum arrangement as well, and then your chorus phrasing. So, and I learned that from Skateboard P, shout out Pharrell. You just always try to want to make your choruses like as sticky as possible. You want to have it in a place where it's kind of like you're repeating at least some element, to where it's like people can walk away after like one time or two times and they may not remember the whole song, but they'll remember that portion of it. So that's essentially the process for every song that I do. So yeah, and I wanted to, speak about, excuse me, Sorry, tired. Dealing with self-doubt, especially in creative career or just in life in general. I feel like that's even the most confident of us, we all kind of deal with that. So I think it's just part of the game. It's the how you navigate it is what's going to determine whether you're successful or not in terms of like pulling through that. Because I feel like a lot of us, especially like creatives, like it's easy to get into your head. It's easy to get into kind of like comparison games where it's like you're watching what everybody else is doing, and especially if it seems like what they're doing is having a lot of momentum, that kind of casts doubt on what you're doing. So it's just like you have to really kind of like, at least for me, you have to like narrow in on what it is that you're working on and be appreciative of the things that you're seeing around you, but making sure that you're feeling good about what it is that you're creating and why you're creating, and not just doing it for a certain kind of like end result in terms, especially when it comes to like validation from people, because it could be something that you work on for 4 months and then nobody says anything about it, and then it's something that you worked on for 20 minutes and everybody says everything about it. So it's you can't really determine the worth of what it is that you're working on that. I think that that's important when it comes to navigating self-doubt, and also not feeling bad about having self-doubt. Like that's a natural human emotion, something that we all, like I said, we all deal with. So it's just about staying rooted in your why and just kind of ignoring as best as you can everything else. And it's not saying that you won't have moments where that's not the case, where that devil on your shoulder speaks louder. Somebody said something recently that was good. They were basically like, the devil shouts, so that loud voice that you hear is usually him, and that God is close to you, so he whispers. So it's that tiny voice that's deep inside of you that's like God whispering to you. So I'll try to listen to that tiny voice. But yeah, like I said, it's just something that we all deal with as creatives. So just try your best to navigate it, and not just creatives. I think that applies to people as well, and in every walk of life. Like, you're going to deal with self-doubt, but just about, like I said, being rooted in why you're doing it and enjoying what it is that you're doing. And I feel like if you chase those feelings, you chase that curiosity, you chase the things that give you goosebumps and the things that keep you up all night and keep your mind wired, that in the end, in the long run, everything it'll pan out for you. So yeah, don't succumb to the self-doubt, because the worst thing that you can do is like do nothing. And I think that's what ends up happening to a lot of people, is like they just stop trying and they just like get stuck, and then they don't do anything. And it's like nothing is going to change if you don't do anything. Like, if you stay in your spot, you're going to be in your spot. So keep it going, keep moving, even if it's inch by inch. You got to keep moving, because if you stay stuck, you're going to stay stuck. You know what I'm saying? So you got to keep moving, you got to keep doing your thing, and take it day by day, week by week, and eventually you'll see things turn in your favor if you keep that mindset and you keep that attitude. But yeah, just wanted to drop those thoughts off to you. Just came in my head the other day, so I wanted to share that. But yeah, let me get back to it. It's a tougher person. I think these are the buttons. Just came back from another workout, 247. Shout out, represent. Nice little gift bags. You know what I'm saying? Very classy. But yeah, shout out to George. Shout out to Mike Heaton. A shout out to Tommy at the Yard Gym as well too. Finally did a workout there this morning. It was like a Hyrox type workout. I don't think I've ever done Hyrox before. It's tough. That shit is tough. It's crazy because it's non-stop. You just go for 1 hour, just straight from like station to station to station to station. I don't know if that's really my vibe. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I respect it, because it just takes like a lot of mental grit. I feel like it's like a little bit different than running running, you just kind of, for me at least, you just like zone out. You just do your thing, and you just moving, seeing outside, and just being in the zone. You know, you get that like runner's high. But this type of workout is like, yeesh, you just going and going. But it was good though. It was good. I was glad I got a chance to experience it. I might do another one again before the holidays, but don't hold me to that. Don't hold me to that. But yeah, but it was good, man. And the weather's been absolutely phenomenal. It's just been crazy. It's 85 degrees in November. Crazy. And you know, people wonder, they talk about LA and they talk crazy about LA, but it's like days like this remind you why you still live in LA, because it's only but so many places that it's going to be in the mid 80s in November, clear skies, you know, so definitely absolutely perfect. But yeah, definitely cooked after this morning, so I'd run and train before I met up with George and them to train as well too. So it's kind of like I did a double duty day. So I definitely cooked, man. But yeah, shout out again, represent. First time doing a Hyrox type workout, definitely crazy. But yeah, I'm gonna go catch this nap real quick because I am cooked. Been up since like 6 something in the morning, so I'm definitely cooked. But I'll get up with you guys later. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right, what's up, chat? It is the night before Thanksgiving. I am preparing to fly out to Kansas, of all places. Never been to Kansas before, but my pops just relocated out there with his partner. They've been living in South Florida for the past couple of years, but now they're in Kansas because she's from out there. She wanted to be closer to some close family members, so they relocated there. So I'm headed there for Thanksgiving. So definitely going to be a different experience. Never been to, I think the only place I've been in the Midwest is Chicago. That's it. So I've never been to, I think, like Missouri, Kansas, any of those places out there. So I kind of don't know what to expect. I don't think the weather's looking too chippy out there, or too bright, I should say, out there. So it's going to be raining, cold. I think it's like below 30 degrees. In LA right now, it's 80 something degrees, which is phenomenal for the end of November, but it's definitely going to be a different mood out there. But it should be fun. It should be good. I'm just going to pack up, get ready to fly to Kansas in the morning. So I'm taking you guys along. So we'll see what Kansas has to offer and everything that it's about. All right. It's freezing. It is freezing. That I've ever been this cold.
Fast, okay for your side? All right.
All right, man. It's pretty good. Barbecue is pretty good, huh? Yeah. Yeah. It's hitting. Ribs were crazy. Chicken was good. It's going crazy. The baked beans were good. So Kansas City barbecue lives up to the hype. Can't believe it's snowing. It's crazy. I haven't seen this much snow forever. You know, you get so used to the Cali weather. You know what I'm saying? Only snow that we see is at the Grove, but this is like the real deal. Crazy. Crazy. But it's cold, but it doesn't feel like as frigid, which is weird because it felt colder, yesterday. But yeah, this is wild, man. It's like winter wonderland, you know what I'm saying? For real. For real. But yeah, I'm about to go back inside before I freeze. It's a wrap on Kansas. Just got through with breakfast. Good meal. Got a tour of the campus as well too, so that was nice. To head back to the sunshine, head back to LA, head off to the airport. Right, just made it back from LAX, back at the crib. Great trip, man. Kansas was a dope place. A little bit different than what I was expecting it to be. I kind of had a little preconceived notion of what I thought it was going to be like out there. So, pleasantly surprised. But yeah, shout out the food out there, crazy. The barbecue, chef's kiss, man. So I know Kansas City barbecue is a legendary barbecue. Definitely lived up to the hype. The burnt ends, smoked wings, cheese corn. I never had cheese corn before. I didn't even know that was a thing. But yeah, all of it was delicious and everybody was nice. Yeah, I think they could definitely tell I wasn't from out there, but it was cool, man. It was a good vibe. So yeah, glad to be back in LA. Flying through LAX, man, it's always tiring, at least to me. So if it's a short flight, long flight, LAX is a hassle, sometimes, but it's all good. Get some grub, lay it down, get up early tomorrow, get a good run in, get it started back right. All right.